Hi, and welcome back to the Conversations with the President series. I'm Marshall Vogt, class of 2007, and I'm a Gold alum, a graduate of the last decade, here today to bring some of the questions that you, as Gold alums, have submitted for President Hurley to answer. So let's go ahead and get on with our last segment. President Hurley is joining me again here today at Brompton, and thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for being here, Marshall. I'm really looking forward to the next set of questions.
Wonderful. Let's get started.
Okay.
A student, or an alum rather, asks, what is the school doing to protect data in light of the growing threat of data breaches and data security?
We actually have an IT security person on staff, and that's his whole job basically, is to make sure our systems are not vulnerable to outside attacks as best we can, making sure that all the systems and firewalls and et cetera are in place to protect our data that we do have, and then making sure that the employees who have access to data are using it appropriately and putting it in the right places in the computer system. So far, I'll knock on wood, I mean, because you read about institutions, hospitals, you name it, every day it seems like somebody's been breached some way or another, but so far we've been okay.
As an alum, what is one of the best ways that I can promote Mary Washington? There was a very strong liberal arts background there, obviously, and I've developed a lot of skills off of that, and you know, I feel that that's a very important thing to promote. How can I promote Mary Wash now that I'm an alum?
Well, I can go on and on about this, so let me start here. First, every opportunity that you have, it would be great if you could say our full name, the University of Mary Washington, so people get used to that, or use UMW, which is becoming more and more common. The second thing, talk about the value of the liberal arts and science curriculum that we have here. I tell prospective students, I tell parents this all the time, that your son or daughter, or you as a student, should come here and major in a discipline and something that you really like to do, or you really enjoy. If you're a history buff, major in history. If you like reading, writing, literature, major in English. Major in something that you really enjoy, and you'll have a great experience, because overarching the discipline is our effort to make sure you know how to speak well, write well, think critically, solve problems, analyze problems, debate cogently, argue your points of view, and do it with confidence in the classroom. And I tell them that if you leave here with that skill set, you can do anything that comes along in your life, regardless of the undergraduate major that you received when you were here. And I'll end this by saying this. I'll say to Dot Auditorium filled with parents and prospective students, I'll say, parents, raise your hand if you're working in a field that's different than which you got your undergraduate degree, and 85 to 90% of the hands go up. And I tell the students, look around. This is just confirming what I'm telling you. You never know. And then I end by saying, and look at me. My undergraduate degree is in environmental science, and here I am, a college administrator. And I said, so I think I was well prepared to do that because of the breadth and type of education that one gets. And we're really good at it here at the University of Mary Washington.
On top of donating, which of course is very important for alumni to do to help sustain the university, what else can alumni do to help the school continue with its growth and the trajectory that it's on right now?
Well, hopefully you're going to see a concerted effort between Alumni Affairs and our new Associate Provost for Enrollment Management, a woman by the name of Kimberly Buster Williams, whose first day on the job was the end of May, to enlist the help of alumni in the recruitment of students, and doing that in a variety of ways. If students express interest in a particular discipline, and we have a list of alums like yourself, a public health professional, we may call you and say, Marshall, would you mind calling XYZ student and just talking about your experience at Mary Washington, sort of, and how your career has ended, and where you are, and how it might help that person make their decision, as one way. We have what we call yield parties. We wanted to schedule more of them, where you being in Richmond, I'll use you as an example again, we might have 50 applicants from Richmond who we've accepted, and but they haven't paid a deposit, and so we'll invite them to your house we'll pay for the refreshments and so on, and as an opportunity to get to meet me and other professionals from the university, again trying to convince them that UMW is the place for them to be.
And we had a great yield event in Richmond.
Oh, there you
It
go.
was wonderful
Okay.
at Jefferson Lakeside Country Club, actually.
Okay,
It was
good.
a wonderful event, well attended, and I hope we got some great new students out
So
of
we
that
want to
event.
do more of that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.